É isso aí. Vamos jogar mais um pouquinho de Bastion. Joguinho de 2011. Muito bom. Vou colocar aqui, ó. Não. É o Controls. Aqui, ó. Pronto. Agora eu consigo mexer com o controle.
So we didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us. We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we built.
Vou tentar, deixa eu ver se eu já upei de nível. Não. Eu vou ver se eu consigo fazer upgrade na arma. Vou tentar fazer o achievement, né? Tá. Vou tentar colocar mais esse daqui.
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
Tentar fazer o desafio da machete.
Always time for juice and squirts, they used to say. At least the little fellas can't feel a thing. Some squirts tried to flee on instinct. Best to put them away first, before they rile up the others.
É, vai ser difícil. Mais 1,5 minutos. Quer dizer que tem que terminar tudo? Ah, não. De novo. 90 segundos. Tá de novo.
The ranch was always looking for good help.
Ó. É, talvez eu precise de algum upgrade. É, talvez eu precise de algum upgrade pra melhorar. Vamos lá. Vamos ver como que é o desafio da repetidora.
No place better than Trapper's shingle for learning to tread light and shoot straight. Trappers had to tread real careful here, else take a nasty fall. They train themselves by clearing out the targets, while not clearing out the floor. Any good trapper knows never to take a step
sem o upgrade.
Expert trappers got something extra to give him an edge.
Ah, peguei o upgrade da própria arma. Vamos ver o que é.
To think a rickety place like the shingle survived, and so little else did.
Mais 8, mais faster reloads.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them. That ought to make those fangs sink in nice and deep.
Vou dar isso aqui. Isso eu pego em primeiro lugar.
Kid decides to keep working his aim and footwork on the shingle. Best time to pick a new spot was when swapping magazines.
Eu faço esse upgrade e volto aqui. Vamos continuar a história.
The dead welcome him with open arms.
Só mudar o upgrade da arma. Aí.
Now here's what really happened in the Hanging Gardens. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. You don't much care to see him. Not like this.
Eita, quer não, senhor.
These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. Someone who ain't like Mr. Beckley and his kindly wife. It was someone like him. Kid sees him there agape, in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got too many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. They never saw what it was like beyond the walls. Nordy, the bird boy, didn't make it.
É, um monte de gente morreu. Gatinho.
The Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived. Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The core survived as well. Kid does what he has to do.
Por quem que escolheu essa teammate, hein? Sacanagem.
What do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please. He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time. We fought the Ura decades ago. But that was then. Things are different between us now. For Zolf, Caelondia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east. We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine. Zolf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says. He was born in the Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since.
Mais cristal.
They remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be all right. Well, look what we have here. The memorial. Here, a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more.
Espécies, tem que matar 15 tipos de espécie.
Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got. We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
Bora.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Pith orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one. Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too. Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog. Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god. He couldn't even save his loyal subjects. Pith makes a decent scarecrow at least.
Ah, é.
Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide. Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine. So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off? Pith.
Certo, mano.
Kid decides to press his luck. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore. Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith put a scare in him. Passes Pith's trial, and he's richer for it.
Vida.
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine.
Sem core, mais com a.
Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind. Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy. Turn him round and round all you like. Pith's still gonna be ugly.
Segredo ali quand même.
The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
Bota uma upgrade aqui. Level 3. HP. Disco chains. Speed. Ah, eu acho que é. Ah, é esse daqui mesmo? Pra puxar as
Fetching
coisinhas?
fizz is like a mouthful of nails, but the benefits are worth it.
Que isso? Ah, Proving Grounds. ver, né? Do escudo acho que não tem upgrade. Acho que é na raça mesmo. Vamos lá.
The accused always got a fair shake in Zealandia. Some used to take the bullhead trial.
Deflect attacks without getting hit.
Survive the trial without taking a scratch, you'd walk away a free man.
Ei.
Bullhead trial taught folks three things. First, a good defense is a good offense. Second, you gotta always watch your back. Third, ain't no godlike bull up there gonna save you. Trial pushed many a man to his limits.
Certo. É isso.
The smarter ones know when to just step aside and let things go. Makes it out in one piece.
Vamos lá.
Well, a kid always wanted to compete in the bullhead trial. There's only one way to Cinderbrick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity was mercy on the folks. The windbags ain't so lucky. They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid. Wham! Kid's ready for the windbags this time. But windbags, young and old, keep fighting for the fort. Kid can't hardly tell up from down after a while. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. The calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Business underground like in the old days. Windbags can't use marshal supplies, but the kid sure can. He stashes the marshal's prize. Goes back to something more his style. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though. So many of those sorry things hold up inside that old fort. Kid's got a squirt lure at the ready, in case things turn sour.
Left, right. Maybe.
Good thing the windbags don't know Kid's fresh out of health tonics. Security's plain gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. Kid ain't afraid of getting burned. They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon. All their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose. Kid takes down Glutus. Maybe it was Glandon. The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now. The windbags finally get the message. Kid used to dream of getting a marshal's badge, but not like this. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort. Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Zulf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. The marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity. Zulf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was his smoking pipe.
Hey.
Kid says hello, but Zulf's lost in thought.
Mas usar o pipe, pô.
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him.
The case.
The lost and found. Here, Kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
Skill. C'est bon.
All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
Jar speed, target penetration. Jar speed.
His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
Right. Ah, aqui tem dinheiro. Fez algum achievement.
The breakers. Ain't no one can outrun them. Or their arrows.
Arm shot.
The Gravers. The arm of justice. They seemed unstoppable.
Okay.
Poor kid collapses after just one drag. The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
É alguma coisa muito doida, muito doida. Muito doente branco.
The past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too. The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either. So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Ceylondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls. Out there, kid learned to fend for himself, learn to build, learn to break. In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody. One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart. He saw nothing where the world used to be.
Oops.
The calamity happened just like that. All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back.
Oh, kid.
Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him. Finally arrived at Caelondia's vaunted safe haven. He and no one else. But then, all he got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name. Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real, not me. I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done. I surely would.
Completei. Só um negocinho rapidinho. Sem celular. Ok, é isso. Vamos lá. Encore? Não. Coisa aqui. Vou comprar. Certo. Certo. Eu pei, né? Vou usar mais um tônico. Ou não? Não. Bom, vou jogar mais uma fase, aí mais uma horinha. Martelo. Não, vamos aqui, ó. Ih, aqui acho que é aquela fase do barco, né?
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbank swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbrick. They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. Try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. She picked a good spot for a break, because the core's right there. Then the kid hears an unusual sound. Like 100 flapping wings. Peckers. They've been watching his every move. They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough. She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Traffic things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nellie gets the kid in solid ground. Solid ground in Picker country. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoes them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times kid nearly fell off the bars back there? A good couple of times. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? The other kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again?
Cara, pra Sky Bridge.
Yeah, that's the one.
Arrepia. Caraca.
Tears are gonna spill. Strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. build that city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong.
And besides, it's like the song goes.
For too long, gonna build that wall up to the sky.
E aí, estourou Bastion. Beleza, Bato.
That wall up to
Cara, olha
the
essa música, cara.
sky.
Essa é melhor.
Someday your bird is gonna fly. Gonna build that wall until it's done. Gonna build that wall until it's done. But now you got nowhere to run.
É.
So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long.
They'll be here before too long.
1h15 de live. Ei, parou de funcionar, que legal. Foi só entrar. Bastion parou de funcionar. Vamos tentar novamente. Eita, bom que eu ouvi musiquinha. Vamos tentar novamente. Tomara que tenha salvo, né, ali. Pô. Fase gigante. Música muito boa mesmo. Eu tenho até o
Darn near celebrated when the kid got
soundtrack.
back, didn't we?
Esses são os
Zolf never thought
sobreviventes
he'd
da
see a fellow
calamidade.
again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Está lá o core aqui. É o templo. O templo é o seguinte.
The Pantheon.
O templo dificulta o jogo. Então, por exemplo, eu coloquei aqui o deus da comoção e da ordem. Os inimigos, eles crescem mais rápido, se movem mais rápido e batem mais rápido. A deusa do... como que chama? Da promessa e do abandono. Essa é a deusa da promessa e do abandono. Inimigos se vingam. Hã? Acho que eles explodem, né? Quando morre. Aí o que acontece? Então eu vou invocar o deus aqui. Eu ganho mais 10% de dinheiro e 10% de XP. Essa deusa, 5%. Esse aqui é o Pith. Ele não fala o nome do deus? Pronounce. Vou deixar eles que ganham mais XP. Aqui é achados perdidos, na verdade é para comprar item, né? A deusa da dor e do prazer. Vou comprar. Não. Esse aqui, deus da vida e de alguma coisa que eu não sei. Entropia, tá. Os inimigos ganham resiliência. Aqui é um espírito, outro espírito. Aqui são materiais e ultimate. Aí aqui então eu tenho também o memorial. Memorial, o que é? São coisas que você tem que fazer. Então, por exemplo, ó, eu tenho que conseguir primeiro prêmio em 7 Proving Grounds. Aqui eu tenho que 15 mementos. Aqui eu tenho que aprender as skills secretas, 8 de 20. Aqui eu tenho que, aqueles quadradinhos do mapa que eles levantam, eu tenho que levantar 13 mil quadradinhos. Aqui eu tenho que matar 15 espécies de bicho diferentes. Defender 10 bichos com um tiro do mosqueteiro. Defender e bloquear counterblock, né? O inimigo com menos de 20% de vida. Defender um inimigo forte com o último tiro no clipe. Dar um dano de 70 de dano. Vamos conversar agora com cada um.
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see. But leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Diário do pai dela.
If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
Tem algum upgrade pra fazer aqui? Eu acho que não. Ah, tem aqui, ó. Mais 20% de chance de crítico.
Points just don't get any sharper than that.
Isso aqui é pra... Ah, mosqueteiro. Tá. Eu vou usar ela por enquanto. Você tem um upgrade aqui. Não. Ah, o que era mesmo? Ah, Shrine, tá. Então, vou dar uma olhada só. Tá. Beleza. Então eu vou parar a stream por aqui, hoje. E amanhã continua mais. Com o último pedaço do núcleo. Valeu por hoje. Amanhã tem mais.